Okay, so picture this. There's a train, and it arrives just for you. It's totally silent, shows up on the secret platform, and it heads to, well, who knows where. For our guy Lin Yan, this isn't some weird dream. This is his routine, a bizarre, recurring thing that he's just kind of learned to accept. You know, for him, it's like this hidden nerve in his body. When it tingles, he just knows the train is there, waiting. This completely impossible journey has somehow become his new normal. But today that nerve is tingling a little differently. The routine is about to get completely shattered. So he gets on board, right? And he's expecting the usual notebook to be sitting on his seat, but it's not there. Instead, he finds this stark, gray invitation card. No explanation, nothing, just a command. An observer has arranged a meeting. Who in the world is the observer, and what could they possibly want with him? As Lin Yan starts moving between the train cars, the windows are showing this impossible landscape. It's like a swirling void of half-baked memories and what-if futures. He finally gets to the third carriage to find, well, it's almost totally empty. Just one person is sitting there, a woman in a gray-blue trench coat, completely lost in a book. And get this, without even looking up, she says his name. She doesn't introduce herself with a name, but with a title. She is an observer. And then she just casually redefines his entire reality. Turns out he's not a passenger. He's an applicant. And this whole weird train journey, it's been a test all along. And he's in the final stage. An applicant for what? I mean, that's the big question, right? The answer is just a total shocker. He's an applicant to take her place, to become an observer himself. Lin Yan is just floored. He has absolutely no memory of applying for anything like this. But on this train, he's starting to figure out his memory might not be the whole story. So this is where it gets really wild. The observer begins what she calls his first lesson. She just reaches out, touches the train window, and that swirling void outside sharpens into this crystal clear vision of his own past. He's not just remembering, he's literally watching a life that could have been. The first thing he sees, a high school classroom. His 17-year-old self is standing there all awkwardly in a corner while the play is going on. And then a girl on the stage gives him this gentle, familiar look. It's one of those moments, you know? A tiny little window of opportunity, just wide open. And the observer's take on this is just chillingly precise. She is someone you don't remember, she tells him, because right then, in that moment, he chose to stay silent. He didn't say the thing he wanted to say. So here's the thing. That choice didn't just end a conversation. It ended an entire potential timeline. A whole version of his life was just frozen, never to exist. The next vision, man, it's even more painful. It's a hospital. The observer explains that one single choice, to stay late for an overtime meeting, made him just 15 minutes late. 15 minutes. That was the difference between being with his mother when she passed away and not. A seemingly small, professional decision that had this irreversible, heartbreaking cost. Lin Yan can't handle it. He's just breaking down, but the observer isn't trying to punish him. She's teaching him. And this really nails her core philosophy. She tells him, look, sympathy, feeling sorry for yourself, it doesn't change a thing. The only thing that gives these painful moments any meaning is to remember them, to truly understand them. So these lessons in regret aren't just for Lin Yan's benefit. They're actually the introduction to what it even means to be an observer. It's about getting past your own personal pain to understand this universal state of being. So what exactly is an observer? Well, the woman explains they were all human once. But they became so hyper-aware of every single choice, every consequence, every branching path of reality, that they made this impossible decision. They chose to step out of the river of life altogether. They decided to stop living and only watch. And this really gets to the heart of it, what she calls the observer's bargain. It's this profound trade-off. On one hand, what you lose is, well, your singular, complete identity and your one life path. But what you gain is just staggering, the power to see all the different possibilities, and maybe more importantly, the right to truly understand the pain and regret of all people, not to fix it, just to comprehend it. And all of this brings us to the climax of their meeting. The lessons are over. The explanation's been given. And now, Lin Yan is staring down a final, life-altering choice. The observer holds out a small badge. On it is just a single, stark symbol, the null sign, O. It represents emptiness, zero, the cancellation of a self. It's the physical token of the massive choice he is about to make. And here's the ultimatum she gives him. He has 3 more train rides. Option 1, he can refuse right now, and she'll send him right back to his original life. No questions asked. Option 2, he can continue to ride the train and observe for 3 more journeys. And after those 3 rides, he has to decide once and for all, become an observer or go back to his old life for good. And this is the question that just hangs in the air, the one this whole story leaves us with. Is that godlike ability to understand every single path, every regret, every joy? Is it worth giving up your own one and only existence? As she gets ready to leave, Lin Yan asks her who she was before all of this. And she gives him one last piece of her past. "My name is Yi," she says. "That was my name before I became an observer."